Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. I'm Coolican Dragoon and now we are starting Chapter 4, Moon and Fate. The fourth disc in the game. Last time we finished up the third disc, we had many bombshells dropped on us as to many of the secrets. We now know Diaz is Zieg, who is Dart's father and Rose's one-time fiancé. Rose is the Black Monster. Shauna is the Moonchild, who is the spirit of the Virage Embryo, who is the god of destruction, whose body is the moon that never sets in the sky. I think I got all of them. And now we're in this random location. How we get here, why we're here, not ever totally explained. So, sorry I can't give you an explanation. I can give you a reason, but not really why they would have come here. I'm totally beaten. We came all this way, and we cannot go back. Well, you were in a very cold place, and now you're in a desert. Yes, we did. No need to return. City of Winglies, Rose said. Just over there. So that's really about the only explanation as to why they came here, is Rose has told them there's a city of Winglies over there that can help us. Let's go. Why? I don't know. What was it called? Ulra? I hope we can find out what we should do there. I hope so too. Dart. And there's Rose. So welcome to the Death Frontier. This is a very interesting place. It's a maze. Basically, if I remember correctly, this is all laid out but in a grid. Whoop. And enemies are not random. The enemies actually do appear on screen. I do not want to fall down in there. And so you can avoid battles here if you want to. Or you can engage in battles. This is also a decent area to level grind. Or addition grind, whatever you want to do. Or both. Because there are multiple healing areas here. And there are some treasure chests. I don't think I got one here, but let's find out. I hope I missed it. So yeah, you have to fall down into the pits at certain places in order to get to those treasure chests. Ground's not hard. Where are we? Who could imagine there'd be such a place under the ground in the desert? Lots of people. Excuse me. Must be a cavity created when all the water dried up. The world is going on without knowing anything. Without knowing until the end. Well, we are going to be battling against the gods of destruction now, so, we're just trying to prevent the resurrection of the god of destruction. I wonder if this little world has experienced an end like that. It is not determined yet that our world will end. That's true. We are still here. Really? But you see, there are two treasure chests down here. We can't get to them, unfortunately, because we didn't fall down in the right spot. And you can see here what happens is it takes us back to the very start of the Death Frontier. So, that is the downside if you do want to try and get treasure chests in this area. That you will always have to go back to the beginning. Over you. I was looking up some of the ways to get to some of these treasure chests because this area can be confusing. But one of the things that kind of struck me and made me laugh a little bit was just how random this part. Oop, there we go. I got hit. How random it seems this kind of area is compared to what we've been used to up till now. We ended off with no clear direction at the end of the third disc, and this one we're just kind of randomly in the Death Frontier. So now we are staring off against the Spiky Beetle and the Sandworm. If we let him get too big, he'll eat us. Always remember not to take regular steps across the desert. Alright, let's finish these buggers off. If I could finish my additions off, that'd be great too. 197 damage. That hurts. Yeah. Come on, guys. We need to finish some stuff off here. And when we get to... There's only a couple of Stardust left to get in the game. So that's good for us. There we go. Since there's only a couple of Stardust left to get, they're actually... Most of them are in the city that we'll be going to. So that makes it a little bit easier, but you have to make sure you get them. And then there's one more in the area we'll get to in a little bit. After that, and then we will have collected all 50 of the Stardust pieces. Alright. Oops, I slid down too early. I believe so, anyway. Oh, nope, I got to the right one. So there's how you get to the first treasure chest. You can never carry any more items. Alright. I got lots of good items, though. I don't need the spirit potion because it doesn't do me super good. It should be in the Moon Serenade, so that's useful. And then let's go back up to the beginning. I'm not really going to focus on getting the treasure chests here as much. Most of them you don't really need. If you want them, they're like Healing Fogs and Moon Serenades and things like that. So they're not necessarily bad. Let's see what we have here. Healing Rain, Moon Serenade, Healing Breeze, Healing Fog, Sun Raspity, Recovery Ball, Bandit Shoes, Gladius, that could be useful, and Healing Potion. So, useful, but not, like, desperately needed. Alright, let's go ahead here. I went around here because there's only a couple of these I want. Most of them I don't really feel like getting. Just due to, well, number one, we already have our maximum amount of items. And number two, oops. And number two, it's just kind of one of those spiely deals. Where is it? Nope, I got into another fight. I'm trying to look at a couple of different things here while I'm doing this. So now we square off against this enemy. The Cambria Dayfly. Most of the enemies in the area, well, they're not going to be very tough for us, because we're a little bit over-leveled for the game. Like, the thing I'm using right now for this area gives us a recommended level of 27 to 31. And, well, take a look. 35, 32, 33. And we just got hit. Alright, down. I think I need to go down one more time here. And then go to the right. Here we are, and then up. So this should take us to the first oasis we can get to. Oop, I slid. You can see now we're in a slightly different area. So we have moved past like the first quote-unquote section. Come on. How do I get out of here? Let me out! I want to be free. Ah, there we go. I went the wrong direction. Oh, I did. I'm getting lost in a cave, gentlemen. 3 exits, 3 directions, and it only takes me 3 tries. So here we go. Water! Here's the first oasis. It is refreshing. Here, no monster. We can rest now. What will the winglings in Urla know? Ulara. Ula-la-la-la-la. They should know the way we, or at least I, should take. There is no need for you to come. Are you still saying that? Don't you understand it is no longer a problem for you alone? You just found out a couple of days ago, and now you think you can judge me? It is not as easy as pursuing one wingling. Yeah, and Miranda slaps her. You say it was easy? Don't be so conceited. Stop it. It won't lead us anywhere. Rose, nobody can understand the weight of fate you have carried. But we can at least lighten the burden for you. That's why we're going with you. If you have the strength to argue, we can go on. There is no other way, is there? So, here, you can rest. Drink the waters, you get fully recovered. It's very nice. And there's a save point. We're going to make use of that. Alright, saving. Where is it at here? I think this is the way I need to go. Oop. I ran head first. Not even close. I would like to try and get one of these treasure chests, but actually I think I need to get to the second oasis first. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's go up, go right, up, and left, and then just keep going up until you reach the oasis. Enemies are getting more numerous. If you're really concerned about like the enemies in the area, you can run away from most of them. It's not that hard. And here's the second oasis. Where do we need to go to from here to get this chest? Hold on a sec. Yeah, sorry. Now then, we go right. Did that do it? Nope, I missed it. Sorry. Alright. So it takes us back to the first oasis, unfortunately. So we do have to make our way back to the second oasis, if we want to get the heck out of here. Come on. There we go. The entire place is laid out like a grid, so it's not super hard to get lost. And here we are, back at the second oasis. Alright. Dodging all of them. I'm not really at a point in the game where I feel the need to get into constant battles. So... dodge most of them. Especially since the enemies here is like, the only thing you really would want here is money. Oop. Let's get out of here. There we go. And this should take us right to the city. Or at least, I'm going to rephrase that. It should take us to the world map. So, changing screens here. So now you can see here. This is where we are now. And you can see where we were before. So they've moved quite a distance from Gloriano down to the Death Frontier. Let's get to the city. Springtown Breath. Spring Breath Town, Ulura. Go ahead and enter here. Even if an adventurer is lucky enough to make it through the Death Frontier, nobody can proceed from here. Time was stopped for me 11,000 years ago with the spell of this choker. And this is the only way to see Ura, the Spring Breath town. But where is it? The only thing here is an endless desert. No, it's not, Hastiel. I sense it. I sense people's feelings over there. A flick of the wrist, a wave of the wand, magic light envelops. There's the town, hiding in plain sight. We can fly over there with this. Are you afraid? I think you are. Maybe. We are standing by you. I know. Let's go, people. We got a town to visit. Town to visit and stardust to collect. Now, a lot of the stuff that happens in town is scripted, so I might have to come back here afterwards. Welcome to Ura, the Spring Breath town. I am the god of the teleporting device, Karan. I am a good friend of Rose's. Long time no see. Long time? Rose, you are starting to regain a sense of time, aren't you? No, not only that. You have recovered a lot of other things, too. Are you the person who stopped time for Rose? No, it was Charles Frama. She is the person we have to meet now. Charlie? Rose has been carrying the fate of the world all alone while shedding tears of blood. Can you go with Rose? Karan, stop it. I don't need to force them. I have already settled things with the Black Monster. The only thing left is that which is to complete this journey with my companions. If you understand that, I have nothing to say. So at one point, if I remember quickly, we are going to get a scene with Dart and Rose dealing with the obviousness of she's the Black Monster and he's been hunting her. Alright, now we're going to explore around here a little bit. Human other than Rose. It's been 11,000 and some years. Yeah, so the people here in the city, they don't really have a concept of time. Not like a normal human would have. Metia, where's Charl? You are wondering because she would normally be taking care of these babies, right? Those are some kind of creepy flowers, people. Charlotte is preparing herself because, well, the things we didn't tell you about, right? Zeeg told you them, so it must be about the moon signet. Tell me what you know. The signet is the signet sphere. The signet sphere is a sealing device that was created to be the last barrier, just in case the moonchild reached the moon that never sets. Even in my mistake was in your plan. You are really scary people. Even more scary is Zeeg. He is trying to destroy the signet sphere, using the divine moon objects. Wait a minute. You made the signet sphere just because you were afraid of the birth of the god of destruction? And why did you make tools that can destroy the signet? Ask Charles, since it was decided between the siblings. I will. Alright, there is one person I do want to talk to around here. Meant to come to the city with blah 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 blah. Yes, this guy. Only Wingless wants Dragon campaign. However, it is true the Wingless and human dress loves to work. If you have time, let me tell you a story about 2 Winglies. Yes. Here we go. Tell me the story. The first is Melbu Frama. He was the leader of the Winglies during the Dragon campaign. He's the guy that we saw in the cutscene a while back fighting Zeeg, and eventually the two of them basically killing each other, we thought. He was also the younger brother of Charles. Being the leader of the Winglies meant being the ruler of the world. He professed that only Winglies had the right to live, and he ruled over other species physically and mentally. As a result, the grievance of the other species accumulated, and the Dragon campaign began. Not surprising. The war ended when the royal capital, Cadessa, was annihilated. At the same time, Melbu Frama was killed by the sword of the Dragoon, Zeeg. The other man who led the Winglies was Faust. As the right-hand man of Melbu Frama, he was feared by other Winglies. He also was known as a wizard and a magician. His magic power was incredibly enormous. He could even create his own apparition, his double. The apparition had most of the capabilities of Faust himself. However, Melbu felt uneasy over the existence of the apparition, so he created something. What Faust did was like professing an intention towards disloyalty. It is natural that he didn't like it. It was called the Vanishing Stone. With that item, it is said that you can make the apparition disappear, although I don't know if it's true or not. Let's get back to the story. Faust was the commander of the supermobile fort, Fanvel, as well. Now Fanvel is at the bottom of a glacier, however. It used to be floating in the sky in order to protect the 5 main cities that also floated in the sky. Faust manipulated Fanvel and killed any other species. However, the insanity of Faust ended with the collapse of Fanvel. It was shot down by a weapon invented by humans, the spear shooter, that giant rail cannon that we saw in the last episode. His beloved vehicle became his tomb. He should be satisfied with that. That is the end of my story. If you want to listen to it again, come back anytime. I'll be more than willing to tell you. The reason why? Well, because Faust is the super boss. We do have a chance to fight him, and as you may have guessed from the story, if you can gather all 50 Stardust, you are given the Vanishing Stone as the final gift. So, that's what we really want to do. Gather all of them. Let's see here. And then we can fight him. There we go. The first one of 3 that are here. And let's see here. That should be the one in the rose bed, I believe. I do believe those are roses, as hard as that can be to believe sometimes. Any ones we don't collect, I guarantee you we'll be getting before we leave here. Oh, Rosie, darling, I've been waiting for you. I don't know why I just picture her having like a southern accent. I don't need your greetings. You know what I want to ask you. Oh, but you're scary. But before that, can you introduce me to the son of dear Ziggy? This is Dart. Doesn't he look like our Ziggy? But Rosie, honey, it's complicated. You have to fight with the son of someone who used to be your significant other. And furthermore, the enemy is the significant other. Yes, we know. It's complicated. Do you want me to give you a knuckle sandwich? Sorry, honey. But I'm really concerned. So I'm intentionally making it happy and delightful so that you won't be depressed, Rosie, sweetheart. You have never changed. Charles, if you know, please tell us, where should we head to? Really, you have the same eyes as our Ziggy. Well, biologically speaking. I know, I have been waiting for you in order to tell you everything. Now, what would you like me to tell you? Signet sphere, moon that sets, father. Start from the top. About the signet sphere. Ziggy is trying to break the signet of the moon that never sets, with the magic power of the divine moon objects. That signet is the signet sphere. I am sorry I didn't tell you about this. I have to apologize. I missed the moon child, Shauna. But you still have time. The signet of the moon that never sets is not broken yet. Where are the remaining signets? In the past, they were placed in 5 cities, but there are only 3 left. That's why they needed the same number of divine moon objects. What happened to the other 2? One was destroyed in the royal capital, Cadessa, during the Dragon campaign. The other was lost when the divine dragon assaulted the Crystal Palace. So does this mean without divine moon objects, the signet sphere can be destroyed? The divine moon objects are just tools that conceal vast amounts of magic power, that's all. So in order to destroy the signet sphere, having the same amount of magic power as the divine moon objects is sufficient. So, basically, what they're saying here is that one of those objects has the same power as the divine dragon. That's actually a terrifying thought. My dad knew about this and made Lloyd collect them. It doesn't seem like him, and it's so indirect. Plus, something is strange. I wonder how Ziggy knows about the signet sphere. Not only that, he knew that Shauna is the Moonchild. Alright. The moon that never sets. It's the 108th fruit that the divine tree dropped. It was conceived with the god of destruction that ends the world. That's why we separated it into its soul and flesh and sealed them away. My baby brother Melbu sealed the soul, which is the source of the magic power in the crystal sphere. But, when he fought with Ziggy, it was broken. Then the soul escaped from the crystal sphere and started to transmigrate into a human body. Since then, it has been called the Moonchild. What is left in the sky is the moon that never sets. When the Moonchild goes back to the moon that never sets, the Virage embryo, the god of destruction, will be born. So we needed our Rosie to take on an important task. Please understand her. Yep. And Daddy. You are concerned, aren't you? Why does he have to destroy the world? Sorry, but that is the one thing I don't understand. But he was unmistakably Zieg. Ziggy was the fiancé of Rosie. They crossed both swords and love. Just looking at them made me feel embarrassed. Stop right there! I want to talk alone with Zieg about our memories. I agree. I don't think Dart wants to hear about his dad's former lover. And why make items to break the signet? Why'd you make the divine moon objects that can break the signet sphere? That's right. If you were not planning to allow the Varaj embryo to be born, you wouldn't need them. I didn't want to, but my brave brother Melbu insisted. That is not an explanation, Charles. Oh, you are so uptight. But okay, I'll explain it to you. I told you that we sealed the soul of the Varaj embryo in the crystal sphere, right? It's in order to draw lots of magic power into rule over other creatures. I wanted to make him stop being a dictator. But even though we have different appearances or capabilities, we are the same. We should be able to live together on good terms. That's why I created the Signet Sphere, in order to weaken the magic power of the crystal sphere. Rose, without telling you that. The 5 signets that protect the moon that never sets restrain the magic power that flows from there. My operation was a big success, I thought. But Melbu found out about it and created the divine moon objects. I guess he was prepared so that he could destroy the signets anytime he wanted to. Melbu's a bit of a control freak. He lusts for power. I get it. And where are the rest of the signets? That's right. There's the most important information for you, isn't it? Because Ziggy has the divine moon objects, he can break the signets any time. Listen carefully. The rest of the 3 signet spheres are located in the ancient cities. The names of these cities are the Magical City Aglis, Law City Zenbatos, and Death City Mayfill. Oh, those sound lovely. Those cities are still alive? It's surprising, isn't it? Of course they were badly damaged during the war. How do we get there? Go to Rogue. Then your way will be open. You said Rogue? It is my hometown. I have no idea where that accent came from. It was not an Asian accent. See, it is already open, isn't it? Well, it'll be night soon. Why don't you look around until tomorrow morning? So they're gonna talk, blah 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 blah. Oh, Dad, darling, are you going outside? Everybody left a little while ago. I don't think I can... Don't worry about me. Go take a walk earlier at night. I think she'll say something. Yeah. So, there. They're nothing. We can get out of here. I think this is the end. No, but there's a treasure chest up here. Getting to that point in the game where I have more items than I know what to do with. The Moon Serenade. Those are always useful. Especially for, not necessarily for now, but more for later, just being able to recover magic. And I think we can still get the other Stardust pieces as long as we go to the right places. Oh, well, no, now we're in a cutscene again. Now our way is open. Shauna, I'll be there soon. Rose and Dot. Rose, You really forgive. Don't say anything. It's already in the past. Ah, here we go. This should be the cutscene. Take your sword. You have become strong. You can take care of yourself. Kill me. Why? The black monster is dead now. We only have a companion who is on the same road. I missed the time when you were chased by Firebrand in the forest. Me too. Human beings being chased around by a dragon? And I don't know anything back then. The world is so frail. The world is created so that it can perish at any time. The creator Soa can recreate one any time. But the people living there can accept it, believe it, believing it is fate, or struggle against it. Then let us struggle and shatter the chains. I struggled in order to protect this world that was taken back by friends who gave up their lives. I told you. You are no longer alone, Rose. Dart. Let's go see everybody. This is just the beginning. It may just be the beginning for them, but it's the end of the episode for us. We've been going for a long time now, longer than I had originally anticipated to. But I'm going to go ahead and end off the episode, guys. So next time we'll be running around here more, and we'll be getting it back to daylight so we can actually leave at some point. But, you know, we still got stuff to collect. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and take care.